Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Arrowverse, and today we are going to be doing a breakdown of episode 3 of Stargirl, otherwise entitled Icicle. So, this episode begins with actually a flashback from 8 years ago, where we see Icicle as a regular person with his dying wife and his son. His son's not dying, his wife is dying, and his wife's last words is that if anyone stands in his way of his new project, New America, it's something Icicle's working on. We're going to find out more about that later. But if anyone stands in his way, then his wife tells him to destroy them. So we see that he actually does exactly that in modern day. So then we go back to modern day and we see Courtney talking to Pat. And Courtney tells Pat that she wants to go and start chasing and hunting down the Injustice Society and getting justice for her who she thinks is her father, Starman. But Pat says that being a hero is very dangerous and that he needs to lie low and figure out what they're going to do and whoever else is in the city before just starting out and attacking. So then, at school, Courtney meets two very important people actually. She meets Joey Zarek, who is the son of the magician, part of the Injustice Society, and he's now a councilman in Blue Valley, and he seems like he's turned over a new leaf. It doesn't seem like he's still part of the old way. He seems to be still kind. He doesn't want to be a villain anymore, but we don't really know that much about that. And then she also meets an art student named Cameron McKent, who's actually Icicle's son. We find that out at the end, and I was very surprised by that. I didn't see that coming. But so then she tries to stand up for Yolanda, these two girls make fun of her, and Courtney tries to stand up for Yolanda, but she says leave her alone and said don't help me. Then Icicle visits William and talks to William and says our children are the most important. That's actually a flashback later, and William says he cares about his son more than anything else, and we see what happens later. Of course we do. So then Icicle, when Courtney's walking outside of school, she sees a giant icy star, and she knows that that's probably Icicle's symbol. So she goes and tells Pat, it's Icicle, we gotta go stop him. Pat says, no, we can't, but she just decides to go anyway, and Pat eventually ends up helping her. So they go, and as soon as they get there, Icicle freezes Pat's suit, so he can't move, and Courtney and Icicle have a whole battle, and in the end, when Icicle's about to hurt Courtney, Pat uses his flaming fist that we saw last episode and punches Icicle onto a bridge. Now on this bridge there's a school bus coming that has all the kids from her school, Joey and other kids, and when the school bus slids on the ice that Icicle creates on the bridge, the school bus almost falls over, but luckily Pat comes and saves the day and lifts the school bus back up. But that's not the end of our problems, is it? It's because when Joey gets off that little school bus, he's playing with his cards. He likes magic, obviously, makes sense. When he's playing with his cards, Icicle sends a icy blow, and it lifts the cards into the air. And when Joey chases after them to get them, a car ends up hitting him by crashing over the ice. So it's really sad. Icicle kills the magician's son, and when a magician and his wife, William and his wife, they find out, they're heartbroken, and they go, and William immediately grabs his magical wand. We don't know what it can do. And when he takes the wand to attack Icicle at Icicle's house, Icicle taps him on the shoulder and freezes him and kills him. And then Icicle's parents, they come, this old man and woman, and they speak to him in, I think it was Norwegian, and they say to Icicle, well, we'll take care of him, go do business. So I guess they're in on his whole evilness. So they take him and drag William's body away, and that's the end of that story, until further notice. Then Pat and Courtney are both shocked by Joey's death, and now about the death of William too. And I don't think they know that William and Joey were both, William was part of the Injustice Society. But either way, Pat takes Courtney to the old JSA headquarters, and she sees Flash, Dr. Fate, Dr. Midnight, all these different people, and she sees them and she tells Pat in order to stop the Injustice Society, they should make a team, because she's the new Stargirl, so they should make a team of new people, of everyone. Pat says, of course no, but I think we're going to see where that goes next episode. So they leave, and later we see Icicle's son come back to him, so we find out that Cameron really was Icicle's son, so that's probably going to come into play later. And then Courtney sneaks back into the JSA headquarters and steals the different suits from different other JSA members so she can make a new team. And we actually know who they are. They're going to be Wildcat. She steals Wildcat's helmet. Hourman, Dr. Midnight, and I think it's Johnny Thunder. She steals Johnny Thunder's pen, a little pink pen, which Pat said was the most dangerous thing in the room. So I think that'll come back into play later. I feel like it'll be maybe in a finale or a mid-season finale where they remember the pen and they use it in something. I just feel like it's a teaser like that, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that was the episode. It was really interesting. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool episode. I thought the whole thing with Icicle, he made a really creepy villain. And he was all about sons and family. And it's the most important thing. Then he just kills Magician's son. So he's a pretty bad guy. And we see from the trailer that next episode, we're going to be getting Wildcat, who's Yolanda, who's been being bullied. So she's going to become Wildcat. And we're going to see how that goes from there. So nice talking to you. And I'll see you next week for our next breakdown. You've just listened to another episode of Let's Talk Arrowverse. Bye.